Coach Darren and Flory kind of said the performance that they were able to play together tonight was kind of what they expected when they got here. I was just wondering, is that kind of what you saw as well when the two of them, first started this year?
Yeah, I think one reason why Flory looked good was also because of Melvin. But yeah, those guys they were great. Both of them were great. They're 22 of 27, and the rest of the starters are 5 of 25, and we still won. Uh, uh, you know, semi-handily, but yeah, they were both terrific. I thought that's the best game Flory's had in a while, maybe all year.
Bill, when you first started working Darren back in and knowing you'd have him, more or less full time, what did you look to see how it kind of clicked and how it fit, and what are you seeing? Where's that showing up right now?
Well, you know what? It's only about halftime. What he played 19 minutes today, where he was actually
Sure,
on the court, where he was healthy. So, I think the biggest thing, like tonight, he scored. The other night, the last two games, he didn't score, but against Iowa State, others were aggressive. Tonight, I actually thought the others weren't as aggressive shooting the ball, and we actually did a better job of looking for him because he was kind of, he was on a heater. But that was fun to watch. That was impressive, and of course, Tunde and Carr both were great too. But that was impressive, and but I still think when he wasn't in the game, the other guys were aggressive, and even when he was in the game after that initial push, I thought the other guys were aggressive, and I think that's the biggest thing is that we're kind of learning how to play off each other and not take away from somebody else's skill set because we're watching one guy. So he's been better with it, but I think the others have been better too.
Are you seeing it look more comfortable, more natural, easier for the rest of the guys?
I think the last week,
Sure.
obviously the last two games it has for sure. I didn't feel that at UCF. Whenever Darren can score, and I could be off on my numbers a little bit, TCU and UCF, if I'm not mistaken, 23 and 20 or 23 and 17 in the first halves, and Melvin scored 3. No, he scored 3.
Oh, yeah.
And the second half, Melvin had 36, and so it was like Melvin needed him to be out of the game in order to do it, and I don't think he feels that anymore.
And he said you wrote, "Don't be one-hit wonders" on the board or something. Darren said that.
Yeah, I did write that.
What was? It's obviously pretty self-explanatory, but what was the message you wanted to send with that?
Because everybody's been patting these guys on their back because they did something on Tuesday. We haven't done it. I mean, we haven't done anything. It's a long season. But I didn't want to be a situation where, that needs to become the consistent effort, not just a one hit. I'm sure my Sharona, the knack. And many of you guys are too young to know the knack, but look it up.
How validating was it then to see that they did come out with intensity, at least for most of the game?
I thought we played with great intensity, but I thought our execution was better tonight than it was against Iowa State. I really thought we moved the ball. What did we have, 4 turnovers? And the ball moved, and for the most part, when we didn't score there in the first half, we got the ball to the cup, and 44 did a great job of altering. But I actually thought we got the ball where it needed to go for the most part, most possessions.
You guys had a bit of a lead by that time, but where was Darren at physically when you removed him from the game in the second half? How was he doing?
Well, when he asked to come out, it was done. So what was that, the 16-minute mark? So I told him you're going back in, and he didn't go back in, but he asked to come right back out after he went in.
Bill, I think a week ago you talked about the ebbs and flows of the season. Where do you feel like the defense is at after these couple of games? Are you happier, obviously, with how they've played?
I think we've been better, but we're going to have bad games, and we'll have more good games on that end. But I don't think it's where it needs to be. But other than Carr just getting scouting report, getting to his right hand every possession, and out athleticing us and getting to the cup, I thought we actually did a decent job defensively.
What did you just think of Carr and Tunde and the way they
I thought they
played?
were terrific. Hey, they got 30. You know, Darren had what did he have at halftime? 20. Those two had 31 combined, if I'm not mistaken. So I thought they were both great. Tunde is a physical, strong, aggressive guy that is, you kind of bounce off of him, and he's improved his shot so much. And Carr is he is a beautiful, sleek looking athlete that can play off 1 foot, 2 foot, and his range. I was really impressed with both of them.
And Jaden Dawson getting some time tonight hit a pretty big shot.
I thought that was the biggest shot of the game because we were down 1, weren't we, when he made the shot? So, yeah, I thought it was great to see Jaden get in there and knock one down.
On the note of execution, you've said multiple times this season this team is not an execution team, maybe yet. Have you seen that in practice getting better over time? Or is it
I
just
think we're getting
momentary?
better, but it wasn't because of the plays we ran. We still get in the wrong spots and do that, but I think as far as guys just playing, I do think it was better. I do. I think the ball moved better. Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure if we'll talk to you before Colorado, so just in case we don't, what are your initial thoughts on going back on the road to bet?
Well, we haven't taken our act on the road really and been very good. So, we won at NC State and we weren't great, and then of course lost in Orlando and Morgantown. So yeah, this week is another 2 games. That's a great opportunity to go and try to play well away from home, and even though home court doesn't guarantee anything, it is different playing in this building when guys are so confident playing here.
Big picture, you were 1-2 coming home this week, and you had 2 big wins. What's your mood about the week?
I thought, yeah, all we could do was win 2 this week, so we did as well as we could do. So it was great.
When you led 19-4, I know there was a long game left, and then they took the lead. What did they do to do that, and what was your message to the team?
Well, I didn't think we guarded them, but the biggest thing is that they made some shots. Those 2 made some shots, but we let Carr get to his right hand, and that was the thing that was most disappointing. If we hadn't let him get to his right hand as much as he did, maybe we would have still been up 3 or 5. But he just dominated us getting to the hole with his right hand.
One final thing, when you do go to Colorado and see Danny, is that exciting for you, fun to catch up? What is it?
I don't know that, if I get a chance, I'll talk to him, but I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to hang out with him. He's the enemy for a while. But he's meant so much to this place, and Tad too. I mean, not very often when opponents play that are in the league, unless you have an affiliation with one of them, when they play, you kind of hope they both lose the same game, which is impossible. But with Danny and Tad, you want them to win every game, except not at our expense.
A lot of lobs, obviously, to Flory, but you threw it to him first possession of the game, and I think first or second possession of the second half, too. Are you happy with what you're seeing from those guys trying to get the ball to him?
I actually think we made more of a conscious effort to throw it to him tonight, and I think his energy level was better after he got some touches early, no question.
Cole's Riley's minutes have been pretty limited the last handful of games. What can he do to maybe get back into being a regular part of the rotation?
The way that I see it right now, we're playing better, playing less guys. So, not being negative, but if our rotation is 7, if Marco and Mari are playing well, and then when Mari got his second foul, we put Jaden in, and that turned out to be a good thing. So I want everybody to play, but the bottom we got to win games. So the non-conference is opportunities for guys to have a chance to kind of earn their way, and Cole's got the best attitude and everything, and by no means are we giving up on him, or is he not part of our future? None of that stuff, but right now our team's performing better, I think, with the shorter rotation.
All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, guys.